Welcome to our baking show! Oh, I'm like, oh wow, thank you. Yes! Hey guys, what's up? It's Matea and
I'm
your
Mandy.
favorite guest star.
Always.
Today we are gonna attempt to show you 3 easy, healthy baking recipes. Let's get started.
Woo! Okay, so we are going to start off with peanut butter energy balls. Basically, they're just 5 ingredients. You don't have to bake them. They're super, super easy. Okay, we're going to start off by scooping 2/3 of a cup of peanut butter into this mixing bowl. Next, we are going to add in 2 tablespoons of all-natural honey. These are all wet ingredients for this recipe. Perfect. Okay, next we are going to add in 1 cup of 100% whole grain oats. This is the first dry ingredient that we are adding in. And now we mix it.
Much later.
Okay, so once that's all mixed up, we are going to add in the ground flax seeds, which is 3/4 of a cup.
Much later.
Once those are all combined, the last ingredient you're going to add in is chocolate chips, and the recipe calls for 1/2 cup, evenly distributed, so each bite can have chocolate. New Year's resolution, be unapologetically confident. Once all the ingredients are combined, this is what it should look like. So the recipe calls for making the balls about 1 inch in diameter. Okay, so once they are all complete, this is a rough idea of what they should look like.
Make healthy muffins with strawberry chunks in them, so they're strawberry muffins. I'm just going to take you through the process of baking them. So you're going to have 2 bowls. One is going to have your dry ingredients and one's going to have your wet ingredients. Have the bigger bowl for your dry ingredients because you're going to end up adding the wet ingredients into there. So to start out in the bowl, we have 2 cups of whole wheat flour. I mean, you can use white, whatever you really have accessible to you. So then you're gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And you're also gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So then you're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And your last dry ingredient is gonna be 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Then you're just gonna set aside the dry ingredients and then you're gonna get started on the wet ingredients. So for the wet ingredients, we're gonna start with 2 bananas mashed. So we're just gonna plop these in the bowl and then we're gonna mash them real quick and get back to you. After all your bananas are mashed into the wet ingredient bowl, you're gonna take 1/3 cup of honey and put that in there. So then after the honey, you're gonna put in 1/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce. You're just gonna put in 1 egg.
We hatched this egg.
Yep, all ours. Okay, last wet ingredient is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So for the wet ingredients, you're not gonna mix them with a mixer, you're only gonna combine them with a spatula. And while Mandy is combining the wet ingredients, I'm just gonna whisk up the dry ingredients. So then once they're both mixed and whisked, you're gonna pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. Just keep mixing them around until they're well mixed. And then once they're pretty well combined, doesn't have to be perfect yet.
It is a very thick batter.
Yeah. You're gonna throw in all your strawberries, and after you add the strawberries, you just wanna gently like mix it in so you're not crushing all the strawberries up so they still maintain their shape. So just like Mandy's doing, gently folding them in so the strawberries maintain their shape. And wait for it to get all combined. Now that your strawberries are fully folded into the mixture, you're gonna fill each of your muffin tins 3/4 of the way. I have these reusable muffin liners, but any liners work really, or you could just spray the pan if that's more your style. An ice cream scoop would work really good for this, but we don't have one, so we're just gonna work like this. All right, so your oven should be ready now at 350 degrees. And once all of your muffin tins are filled, you can pop them in there for about 18 to 22 minutes. So try and check them at 18 minutes. Do the toothpick trick. If a toothpick comes out clean, they probably are ready. These bad boys are all ready to pop into the oven. And then I'm gonna set my timer for 18 minutes. Once they're at 18, I'm gonna check them out, see if they come out clean with the toothpick. If not, I'll start doing 2-minute increments and see when they're ready to come out. So for the last recipe, it is banana oatmeal cookies, and this is by far the easiest recipe. You're gonna take 2 bananas and mash them up into a bowl just like this. We already mashed them. And then you're gonna add 2 cups of oatmeal, so it's just a 1-to-1 ratio of banana to oatmeal.
So basically, once those are all mixed, it's your go to add in anything that works for your taste. We will be adding in chocolate chips and shredded coconut.
You can add stuff like pecans,
almonds,
walnuts. We're just gonna be adding like handfuls of chocolate chips just because we don't want too many, but we don't want too little. And I'm gonna start adding some coconut.
That looks good.
I'm just using unsweetened shredded coconut, but you can use coconut flakes, you can use sweetened coconut. This is kind of just what I had in the cupboard. But once all of your ingredients that you chose to add are combined, you're just gonna put parchment paper on a baking sheet. This is definitely the easiest way because you don't have to spray it and it won't stick, and you can just toss it in the garbage after and it's an easy cleanup. We're just gonna put the cookies into balls and place them on the sheet. Alrighty, so we had just enough batter to make about 12 of these, and you're gonna bake them at 350 degrees for about 12 minutes, although use your judgment on when you think they're ready to come out. So we just made our night tea because it is freaking
12:30,
late AF. We're gonna taste test each of these and kind of tell you if it's worth making or not, if you should listen to us or not. First off is the cookie.
They're so warm.
They're chewier than I thought.
They're really good. Next, we are going in with the peanut butter energy balls. These are my favorites simply because I love peanut butter.
These are really good. My only thing is I'm not the biggest fan of chocolate chips. So I would add less.
And I'm excited to eat them before like workouts, getting up in the morning, because they are supposed to be really energizing, so that'll be super helpful.
And they're really good for on the go.
Yeah, especially when you're having that craving as well.
Oh, and the muffins came out perfectly. Like they didn't even stick to the liners at all.
They're very cute.
I
love the aesthetic of them.
Yeah, me too. Cheers. I like that.
I love the texture of them, first off.
I would like 10 out of 10 recommend all of these. What's your favorite? The peanut butter balls?
Honestly, the cookie's my favorite.
Really?
Even as much as I love peanut butter, the cookie's still my favorite.
They did turn out really good, and they're so easy. I say for how easy they are to make, I would say the cookies, but I think these are winning because I feel like I always make those cookies. Like personally, like I make those all the time, so like it's nothing new to me. But these I made like once before, and they're so good. So, conclusion: we are chefs. We are professional bakers. Mandy and Matea bake!
Welcome! I need to be in bed in half an hour. For the things that these are what? Okay. Evenly distribute.
Okay.
Distributed?
Distributed? Baby.
See how these taste. Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad. 11-11, make a wish.
Ooh, make a wish, bitch.
I wish for...
I had a fat ass. Please, like and subscribe if you wish you had a fat ass.
Because you're not the only ones.
You aren't.